Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new PlayNow today with a game called Farmer Manager 2018. It is a game where you manage a farm, not to be confused with Farm Simulator or Farm Expert or something. This is not a game where you will go into the tractor and then drive around and around and around. It's where you get other people to drive the tractor while you're busy doing more fun stuff like planning to build all this that you see before you with I think that's lavender or something, that may be grain. You can build the windmills for power that you can sell. I'm not sure if, I think there may be a river. In the random maps I've played so far there weren't any rivers in the starting area, but there may be around. It's like I said, it's made by Clever Sun Software. It's a game that's available right now on Steam for the price of around 20 euros, I believe. Yeah, it's 20 euros. It's not what you call an expensive game. It sort of shows. And what I mean by that is that it is a bit buggy right now. I'm gonna show you the bit where I am right now, I think, in my playthrough of the game. I should probably show you the extra modes the game has. I'm currently going to drive you right into free mode, so you don't have any limitations here, well, apart from money. If you choose to not start a lot of money, you don't really have any thing that's preventing you from building the farm that you want the way you want it. Again, apart from money, if you choose to not set it to a really high or ludicrous amount. As the funny loading messages. You got a sheep over there, the mountains. Not sure if there are mountains in the game. And I'm currently looking at the amount of RAM that's currently being devoured by the game. And I mean devoured. It's currently reading at a speed of 100 megabytes from the disk. It's past 3 gigabytes, almost gigahertz of RAM. It's going up there. This game is horribly optimized in terms of resource. It runs well, like I've got no issues with how it runs, but it is horribly optimized in terms of memory usage. The map I'm loading right now, when I played it the last time, used up 9 gigabytes of RAM. And what you're gonna see is not something that should use 9 gigabytes of RAM. Really, it sort of is extreme in the amount of RAM usage, and because it is extreme in the amount of RAM usage, it also has really long loading times. I should probably skipped over this, but I didn't. Now I'm sad about it. Oh yeah, it finally loaded. Okay. Okay, the good part is the memory footprint dropped to like 2 gigs. Which is fine. It was 9 gigs earlier. So, what do we have here? Grow to cows, sell to cows. Have a mission to sell to cows to get you get extra bonus objectives that are not tied into the main objective of the game, which is currently none. So I'm gonna go on the cows. I mean here, cows. I'm gonna sell to cows. There's a funny bit here. You can buy cows for 2,600 and you can sell them for... Oh no, for a second there I thought it was... I've been sick lately. I thought for a second there was... That said 2,800 instead of 2,080. So I'm going to sell 2 cows. Just to complete that. And bam, I got a bonus, I believe. Of something. Plus the 2,400 F somethings. So this is the mini farm I have right now. This is the area of land that I can expand into if I wish to. It goes, oh, there's a little lake there, a small one. You can go pretty much, oh yeah, there's a river. I found the river, people, it's over there. Well, yeah, you can expand in that too, I believe. And that's where the map ends, and there you can see there's a bit of jankiness there in the, I think that's supposed to be a city, perhaps. The game wasn't really meant for you to look at it very closely, especially... I'm gonna turn high speed. See, the car moves fine at high speed, but when you go at normal speed, this isn't slow-mo, this is normal speed. Look at the jankiness. It moves frame by frame. It's got really bad frame. I don't actually know how they animated it to look like that bad. It's running at 60 or 59 frames a 61 frames a second now. How is it running that bad? Like, look at it. That's some horrible stuff right there. But it's the cars aren't really, well, these cars aren't going to be a problem for you. Instead, you're going to have problems with your own cars. So let's take a tour of the farm. On the right here, you can see a parking area where I park my my big farm equipment, like a this is a box trailer. This is the seed driller that I use to seed things. This is the cultivator that I use to cultivate for loosening and crushing soil after plowing in order to prepare the ground for sowing. Yeah, so I did it correctly that time. I thought I did it wrong. This is the plower. You can also use manpower instead of the tools at your disposal in case you want to, but it takes a long time. These people are extremely lazy. This is the garage. I'm gonna say that you can open the doors of the garage to see the cars inside, but you can also leave them outside, so that's something, I guess. This is the manure spreader. This is the water. There is no irrigation. Well, there is an irrigation pump that you can use to draw water from the ground, and then use it to. There's no shading on this either. Use it, which is kind of strange because the game has a ton of options. I mean, look at them. But again, not that much shading on this grass. Again, I'm not complaining about the performance, but I'm gonna be complaining again soon about the amount of RAM usage. Right now it's under 3 gigs. It went down, it went back down, but it goes to 9 gigs sometimes. This is the place where the workers live, like Lilia Phillips. She has good endurance and no other skills, and I can train her up. And now she has 5 endurance, and I actually got an achievement last time for doing this. Well, I got a thing to let me, a side object to give me more money for upgrading a skill. And this is the farmer's house. It's upgradable. The garden itself probably costs more than a house, and this is where you have your research, if you will, your base of operation. You can upgrade different things that'll let you train. You can train in banking now, for example. I'm gonna do that. It'll let me access bank loans if I do that. If I upgrade the building to level 2, which I currently cannot because it costs a lot of money, I can then buy more land. You can also take loans out from the bank if you research the thing with the banking. You can oversee the amount of stuff you have in your stores. I currently have a lot of honey, some seeds, and we're gonna get more seeds and plant some stuff soon. You can set things to be auto traded. I think that's how I do it. Let's auto trade everything. Actually, I'm gonna trade that manually just so I can show you how it's done. So you click on resource you have. This is the price. And you sell it. And oh, the price fell. That's bad. Sell, sell, sell. Milk does have an expiration date, by the way, so you have to sell it and sell more of it and sold all of it. And we made some profit there. I'm going to show you the market because there is something I really liked about this game. Honey. See, most games... Okay, wasn't finding honey. That's strange. It should have found honey because honey is listed here. No wait, pardon, that was market. Okay, honey. See, it has 3 types of honey. You know, a game goes into detail when you have 3 different types of honey, each with their own pricing. That's an attention to detail that I appreciate as someone who's been stung by bees so much that he now hates honey instinctively. Like, you don't know how big of an asshole is a bee. People say, "Oh, bees, they're keeping the world alive. Without us, all the plants will die. We'll die." Bees are nature's assholes. You work yourself to the bone to make sure they have everything in the world they need to fly around and pollinate and make honey, and they just shaft you non-stop. They're assholes. They are major assholes. And this is the these guys will come in and buy the honey or the goods you have. They're coming yeah, it doesn't really take into account physics most of the time. Also, I have a bigger warehouse here. This warehouse has cooling because you need cooling for stuff that is perishable. And these are my beehives here. It goes in the, I want to say, it kind of makes sense that you don't need to travel with these because you can basically plant a field right next to them and it's in your farm. Also using the olden style beehives that have, you know, the doors there, and these are not what you would see normally in most apiaries because they're very hard to move. These are meant mostly to stand still. And this is a beehive shack, beekeeper shack that you can go into, but there's probably a centrifuge in there and some equipment to prevent the bees from being assholes and stabbing you constantly. And here you have one of the problems of the game. The game has a lot of bugs. One of the bugs is that the characters get stuck, like this character here. And instead of fixing the bug, they added a teleport button. First I thought, okay, I can teleport them to my mouse cursor. Okay, I get it. No. You teleport and they just move randomly within a small area of where they were. That's how they fixed it. That is immensely lazy, honestly. It's not... It's a temporary patch for a bug. Okay, I get it, but I do hope they work on actually fixing the thing, because if I have to go manually and try to find where the people are, where they're stuck, it's gonna take me a while and it won't make the game too fun. You can also breed the animals. Well, actually, you need to research something first to be able to breed them. I think it was agricultural. It was around here somewhere. The tech tree is a bit... well, I would have preferred it if they structured it as a tech tree and not with all the text that, you know, sort of is kind of hard to understand sometimes. I'm actually looking at the RAM usage. It's not past 3 gigabytes yet. Okay, now it's a 3. Yeah. I'm guessing that repeatedly opening these things, like these panels with equipment and stuff, increases the RAM usage by a lot. But no, now it dropped again. So I'm not sure what happened last time. Last time, like, it went to 9 gigs. But if we're here, let's talk a bit about interface design. This is a horrible interface. Like, I like the chart, but you have so many things in the market, but you can only see 3 of them at a time. Or 4 of them a bit, if you're careful. This can be resized. This is all the interface you have. It's horrible, my god. Make it big, make the window big. I like the fact you can pin it, so you can always keep it around. You know, so you can have a picture and picture and picture. I like that. But why not increase this area? This is a very important area. It makes my life easier to not have to scroll around forever and ever and ever and ever to actually find what I need. So you can actually see things better. It's so small, it's annoying. And it's the little annoyances that kill a game like this, sadly. And like I said, it does have its annoyances. It's the same guy, isn't it? He keeps getting stuck there. The game has a disregard of physics when it wants to, like for the trucks you saw earlier, but not when it needs to, like for that. Also, your farm equipment will get stuck as well sometimes, and it can also be quite annoying. I'm looking at... for some reason I have like 90 CPU usage. What is eating up all the RAM? Oh yeah, 10%, not all the CPU time, I mean. Okay, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I have the task monitor active because I really want to see the RAM usage of the game so it doesn't go haywire again. Right, so after talking for about 10 minutes about the game without actually showing much of it, let's actually go into the nitty-gritty of it. So I'm going to start by showing you how you cultivate a field, or you harvest a field. You have 2 options. You either do it with people, for example, I can press autofill and every available farmer is going to be available for me to send them to do that, or I can use a machine. Well, actually, I can't use a machine because this field is actually too small, so I'm going to autofill and accept. Then you're gonna see them as they go around and harvest all this grass. This is just grass I planted for the cows. Turns out you have to actually buy the feed for them because it takes a while for the grass to grow and the cows will die. Let's see, we have, how many days we have left? 42 days until this actually is finished. So this will take a while. You can see here the seasons. You also have a mini-map in the corner. If it decides to pop up, and it did pop up. And RAM usage went up to 3.2 gigs. So there is something that gets stuck in memory in the game that will just kill the... Okay, now it's back down. The RAM usage really spooked me again. It went to 9 gigs. It was amazing. You can also hire people, but you can hire them in two fashions. You can have permanent employees that will always be here. They will live here. They will have a permanent residence that you have to build, or you can hire seasonal people. These guys will just work for a while, for a season, for something. They will not be there forever. Okay, this is the seasonal skill of seasonal. These guys don't have a specialization, if you will, so they're not necessarily the best and brightest. They won't do the best job possible. Also, they kind of look alike. Like, they look all exactly alike in this area. That's okay. I mean, it's not that big of an issue. Also trade stuff, like I said. This is the staff list, the missions. Yeah, the cow ones. I don't have a cow breeder, so I'm gonna recheck that outright. And here are the people. They've gone to... Oh, they're actually using proper tools this time. The maniacal thing is that you can get people to plow a field by hand, and when they do it, I think I'm going to show you. I actually don't have anybody available to plow by hand anymore. Should probably just hire someone else. Well, let's see, who wants to plow a field by hand, because I am a worthless bastard that will put it to work and kill you there. Molly Newton. Okay, Molly, you're gonna plow this thing by hand. Go plow it. The fact that you can get people to plow a field this big by hand should be against against the Geneva Convention or something, because it is very, very hard work, and also it is very, very slow work. The people don't really work that fast. Like, if you look at the days in game and how fast they work, it doesn't really okay, so now we're on the 3rd of the month, right? It's gonna take her like 5 days to get here. Let's see. Oh, she's actually going faster than the last person did. Okay, 1 day. Come on, you can do it, Molly. Come on, do it under 5 days. Well, 2 days at least. It's going to take her 2 days. That's yeah. Now she's gone off because she's tired. By the time she comes back, it's gonna be another day. She's gonna go home, which is here. She could have just gone there. Well, she couldn't actually, because I put up. No way. She can get past the fence with no problems. By the time she gets back, it's gonna be another day passed. Time is meaningless in the game. There is no night and day. There's just the passage of days, and the way the people move just doesn't gel well with the passage of time. So things like this, which honestly, this bit, I could have done this in a day while sleeping for half of it and being very, very late. So now she's doing the rest of it. So by the time she gets here, it should be the 8th. And if it is, then yeah, it's gonna be 5 days, because that's the same distance. Yep, it's 5 days for just one line. But that's what you have machines for. Still, that's why you have machines for, because you have to use machines. You don't even need to have. You shouldn't make something this big, if you want to be to just use humans. But this is something that can be actually used, can be processed by machines, because it's too small. So this is a very, very horrible plot size to have. So I'm gonna cancel her work. Yes, interrupt. Also, we are getting close to the end of the planting season, so I probably should use a machine for it like really soon. These guys are doing their beating. You can see them being around and clipping into beehives. Like he's not even looking at it. He's just sort of approximately next to it. They will clip through things like this, but when it comes to this place, oh no, they can't find a path. Can I plow it? No, I cannot plow it. Come on, cancel the plowing already. I want to plow it with a machine. Come on, machine plowing. Okay, let's plow it. This time with a machine. The Brega and this guy, and okay. Molly doesn't actually have any skill with machines, so she may break the tractor. We're gonna see her break the tractor maybe. There she goes. Getting the tractor, don't crash it. Getting the utility right next to the road. Could have probably gone up here like it would have been faster, and voila. The machine does it like much faster, and without machines, you'll be dead. It's first harvest. Oh yeah, I harvested the grass. Harvesting grass, jeez. Why can't I just let the cows out like this side, make a pen here? Because all these fences, I put these up. Could have done that and just have the cows eat it. Would have been simple. And voila, this is how you plow a field. It's that simple. And the game says it's still ongoing, but it's not ongoing. It's over. It's done. And now we cultivate it with the other tractor. Accept. And then we're going to plant. I should buy seeds. Okay. What should you plant here actually? Colza, yeah. I had no idea what this was, but this is rapeseed. I know the name may be strange to you, but that's what it's called. It's actually quite common for beekeeping because you only have 3 types of flower. One is buckwheat, which I've never heard of in my life. It's Hrishka in Roman or something like that. Never heard of the plant. But this plant, like not what did I call it? Clove. I forgot already the name. Rapeseed. This is everywhere. It's an industrial plant. It's highly popular with beekeepers because they're everywhere right now. I actually wouldn't have heard if they had more. See, she's gonna do it too. Oh no, she actually was able to climb over it. She was actually able to climb over it. It's just that guy that keeps getting stuck. Oh, Molly has no endurance left, so probably that's why she's really slow, because they put these guys on cultivating. Come on, people, just get the grass and we can be on our way. Also be done with the practical training and skill negotiation thing. Oh, this one doesn't have water. We're running out of water, people. Hope you guys are done with that thing, because we need to water this thing. Didn't I water it like a while ago? I think I did. You can decide by yourself the size. I think this is the maximum size of a field. Around this size, it won't get any bigger until you upgrade the plant. I think the building. Are they done? I think they're done. Okay, so let's water this. Mechanical tractor. Let's get Jake Lambert and use that. Accept. Weather alert. Oh, by the way, you also get weather alerts because it can get too cold for you to actually plant stuff or grow stuff. Let's see, buckwheat. We have grass, lupine seeds. What? Since when do I have lupine seeds? Actually, I think I can order these. It auto orders them if I don't have them. Let's get Poppy there and the seed driller, and voila, go. And let's accelerate time so people will actually do stuff faster. What I appreciate is that the growth of the fields, like of the plants, they are not accelerated. In the farm simulator type games, it would take like an in-game it would take like 2-3 days for crops to grow, and that was hogwash. Honestly, it was just Dude, what the hell? Like that? No. These ones take a realistic time, though the speed at which the people work, that's way below what they should be working. I should be paying them for working that slow. Well, something I like also is that you can add resources that you want to keep track of on the thing. For example, cows and honey and stuff like that. And the auto trade happens twice a month, so I can't actually auto trade constantly. And there they are. Now they're growing. The way by which they grow is that they have a basically it's the sprite that's used for the full plant, but it's flattened. And now I think it's blooming actually. Well, it's always blooming because that's how the texture works. It's just a flat thing. And we're gonna have some colza honey soon. And where's the multi thing flower? Honey. Why isn't it showing up? Oh, because I have them all. Yeah, they're all there. Okay, I sold my milk. I sold the milk. This is growing again. Should be plowing it maybe? Nah, no need to plow. Right, so this is basically what I can show you right now within the limits of the money I have left. But I'm gonna quit this session and show you a different one where I have unlimited money and we're gonna build a new farm. So let's do that with the menu. Hopefully it won't crash while loading or something. Oh, by the way, you also have scenarios. Scenarios are great, by the way. Like they do have quite a lot of variety. One of them is do what you can. You always dream of future. It's time to fulfill your dream. Ah, damn it! I clicked on that one, but there's a lot of variation there. You have ones that are about not using machines. One that are about focusing on a certain type of produce. There's one about being completely green and having a low ecological impact. Like there's a lot of features in it, which is quite nice. Again, it's only 20 euros. It's not an expensive game. But wow, I think my voice may be crackling now because the game really tears it into the HDD when it's loading stuff. Like I could see the audio bar just stopping. I hope that didn't cause the sound to crackle or something. Restoring order to world. It's still recording, but right. So this is the okay on the horizon. Okay, goes 1 farm owner, large house, buy new land. They do give you objectives like this. No, it's still on 3 gigs. Oh yeah, the map changed, so there is variety. There is variety in it. So this is the upgraded version of the building that lets you do more fiddly stuff like get a loan. I don't have banking yet, but I have a level 2 thing. Yeah, they could have done this better, honestly. The endlessly scrolling thing. You have. Everybody has a 1080p or a 16:9 screen by now, so just move them to the side, make branching trees, don't just have lists. Lists are boring and fiddly and you forget where things are and they're annoying. Right, so here's some other buildings. These are... oh yeah, those are... oh yeah, this is the milk processing plant. It's a big thing, it costs a lot of money, so I didn't build one in my previous farm. Use this to process milk and get more cows. This is the medium cow shed with 2 caregivers, not just one. This is the manure thingbob. This is where they store. You can store crops and straw and stuff. And this is the barn. You have salt licks in there. This is where your workers live, like I said. I actually don't think I finished the tour of the previous farm, but. Let's see, can I buy extra land? Where's that farm thing? Buy land, yes. Okay, so where should we buy the land? You can buy this one, this one, this one, this one. Let's buy the one with the lake. 65,000, yeah. We now have an expanded farm. See, it's expanded by that much. I don't think you can make whatchamacallit, I actually didn't show you any of the buildings, did I? No, I wasn't an asshole about it, and show you the buildings. So you can make anything that's water related. So there's no fish farms that you can make. Maybe you can add that as a DLC, but you can make pigsty, make cow sheds, big and small, mediums, and you can make chicken coops. You can make rabbit farms, actually, rabbit warrens, like this one. And well, a truck's gonna drive by and build that for you soon. You can make all sorts of stuff. You can make garages with car parks. These are just for small things that are mostly usable for small stuff. Actually, now that I think about it, I never actually bought a small type tractor, so maybe a smaller field like the one I had for the grass could have been used with a smaller tractor instead of the big ones I had. Yeah, I think that may have been it. You also have a production. You can make juice. You can make. You can have a slaughterhouse. You can have a frozen food factory. Milk processing you already have. Seed and plantation production. You can make seeds if you want to. You have a mill. Make flour. You don't have a bakery, so you don't make. Technically, you don't make final products. You make intermediaries in some cases, like flour. You don't have a bakery. That's what I'm saying. But you can make cheese, which is nice. Cheese is always nice. Cheese is amazing. Cheese is the best. You also have quite a little bit of warehouse storage. You have the barn, you have the one the cooling machine, and this is for cereals. And you have scarecrows and oh yeah, this the wind turbine. This doesn't actually provide power to you. It's presumed that you have electricity, but you don't really use much of it, honestly. Maybe yeah, this would use electricity, that's for sure. The warehouse that uses cooling. Other than that, they don't really have much need for it. You also have a greenhouse because in the winter you kind of get stuck. Like you don't have much to do in the winter apart from making sure your cows don't die because you forgot to buy them food. Irrigation, like I've said, you only have irrigation in the sense that you plumb this down and people will load water from it. There is no option to actually install an irrigation system, and that's that could have actually been in the game's favor if it let you do that, because most modern farms do have look at this. This is something you will not find on your mom and pa's or grandpa's and grandma's little farm, but they also have irrigation, like where I live at least. And not having irrigation, honestly, is I don't know, it would have been a really expensive thing, but I would have liked the option, unless it's hidden somewhere around here and I can see it, which is a possibility, but I'm not sure about it. Recipe production, large collection of honey. It's that there's supposed to be a space there, but there isn't. So my opinion overall about the game is that I like the ideas of it. I like the presentation of it. I like that now it doesn't go over 3 gigs of RAM. Previously it went to 9 gigs. I like that too. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe it was a memory leak. I don't like the bugs. I don't like that it is a bit limiting the way the human beings work. They work very slowly compared to the time frame that they have, whereas the actual crops, they respect a better amount of time and the ecology and the system that they work for, like in the what do you call it, the environment. They actually work closer to reality than in games that call themselves simulator, which is nice. Oh god, that car, why is it moving so framey? It's at 66 frames a second. Move normally. See, if I just accelerate it, it goes fine. This game is not meant to be played at normal speed, is it? It's not meant to. Because when you do, you sort of see the scenes. It's like they had the animation of it driving at a certain frame rate, where you just zoomed across, and didn't know how to slow it down. Because that's how it looks that it's doing. But again, it's not something that affects performance, it's just a thing that's there. The game also has a campaign, by the way. A campaign that you can access in the main menu. It will give you certain tasks. The first one is to fix your farm because it just got cleaned by a hurricane. You have to improve it and, well... Can I give them golf carts or something to drive around? Because they are really slow and they get stuck. It's the people that are the problem in the game. The people tend to cause a lot of problems in the game. Other than that, it's it's fine. It probably won't blow your socks off. I haven't played it enough. I haven't played enough hours of it to. Oh, no food. Allowed food. How to manage? We don't have any grass. Why is there no grass? Don't we have grass? Don't the cows have grass? Oh, the cows don't have grass either. Should probably buy grass. Well, eat the rabbits then. There are some problems with... Oh, there's deer there. There are some problems with bugs. A lot of bugs. Which is kind of sad. Oh, I think they just got fed. Did they get fed? I'm not sure. Has a lot of bugs. Okay, which ones? Show. Cool. Call inseminator. Yay! We're gonna get more... Well, they're rabbits. Why do I have to call an inseminator for rabbits? They're rabbits. You know what they do, right? They're rabbits. They rabbitize. That's their main objective in life, to be rabbits. A new life, yay! 900,000, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Also, auto trade is actually improved as you go up, and so is the plot size. All functions of the medium house, so yeah. I'm not an expert in this game to tell you exactly how balanced it is. I like most of it. I wish it wasn't so buggy. I should probably have played it a bit more before making the show, but I didn't really have the time because I haven't been feeling all that fantastic in the last couple of days. I don't have the machine to actually do that. Okay, so that's impossible. We have to do it by hand. Yay, by hand again. So I'm gonna see you again soon with a well, not a new PlayNow, because we only have one PlayNow per week now because of the new show that was yesterday. Hope you liked it. It's a work in progress. The next one isn't gonna be 4K because 4K isn't working out well for the editing process of that show. So that's why there were some mistakes like Facebook. Like I said, you can find Farm Manager 2018 on Steam. It's available for like 20 euros. It's an okay game. It's calming, it's relaxing, and some people really don't like the bugs, like employees getting stuck. And oh, save games get corrupted. Okay, that's a problem. Fields get stuck. They get caught in a single cycle and you can't cancel it. Okay, it's got a bunch of you can't queue tasks. Field progress. Okay, task poor management screens for employees. Yeah, I kind of can see that. Yeah, animals can reproduce naturally. That's the thing with the rabbits. Like, why they're rabbits? Why can't I? Is this game situated in a dystopia where the government has to dictate the breeding of the animals? Like, you can't breed a rabbit unless you have a permit for it, unless it's done by the government. Because if this is a dystopia type affair, then man, this is a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. It's got layers to it, nuances. Is this an allegory for Animal Farm? Which is an allegory for communism? Which is an allegory for bad ideas that people shouldn't implement? I don't know. We'll see. Goodbye.